Hey there, Gemini, and welcome to your week of January 31st, 2022 tarot reading. We're going to be looking at your energy coming into this week, some challenges and some outcome cards for you. We're going to clarify them all as we go along, tie everything off with an oracle card. These are general readings, so some of this, all this, or maybe even none of this may resonate with you. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. It's just not part of your message. These are for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We got two, we'll take them. These are for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, and watchers are welcome as well. I can't stop you, but just be aware sometimes the energy is maybe a little mixed up when you're cross-watching like this. So we got the Knight of Swords, the Star, the Death card, and the Ace of Pentacles here, all for your energy. So we're bustling with energy this week, Gemini, so I like to see that. The Star and the Death card are Aquarius and Scorpio, respectively. So you might be dealing with one of those signs, or you may have one of those signs, or both. In your chart. What I like about this energy really is there's this real sense of beginning something really new and something that is leading to a very fruitful path for you here. With the Star card, it is your dreams, your wishes coming true, right? It is all about, you wish upon a star, right? So if you haven't made a wish, now's a great time to make one or consider one after the video as well. That's really great. So I like that. I like to see that you're moving in that direction, especially with this Ace of Pentacles and the Death card here too, because the Ace of Pentacles really talks about planting seeds to grow something. So I feel like you're really considering growing something of value, something that is really worth, something that's worth growing and taking the time to cultivate here. So I love that. With the Death card, it's kind of like, I feel like you're taking a departure here, especially with this Knight of Swords. It's almost as if you're departing from the mindset of, I just want to go, right? Because the Knight of Swords, you can see he's kind of looking towards the past, whereas the Death card's looking towards the future, and the Ace of Pentacles and the Star card, right? He's looking towards the Knight here on the Death card. He's looking towards the future, like how can I grow and become something new? Whereas the Knight of Swords is looking backwards towards the past. And now for some of you though who haven't been so impulsive and haven't been quite as reckless, and there's nothing wrong with that really, but for those of you that haven't been that, I feel like you're moving in a very quick, a very fast pace here into the future. Like we're growing at a good rate here. So I like this. So let's take a look at some clarifiers. See what we got here for you, Aquarius. Jeez Louise. See what we got here for you, Gemini, all right? What do we have? We got, wow, the Lovers. That's your card. The Six of Cups and the Wow, you're coming in so strong this week with the Magician there too. Oh my God. So that's just beautiful. Gemini. So the Lovers, that is your card. So if you're new to tarot, when you come into a reading, when you come into your own reading, that means you're in a very strong position here. So I feel like this is you moving into like a very powerful position, a very powerful energy. So I feel like this is a good time for you. Great way to start off the new year. I like that. With the Magician here, you're really manifesting something that you want. Right? You're really manifesting what you need, like what you desire in your life, right? He has this spark of creation in his hand. He has all the tools he needs to create and bring into the world whatever he wants, right? And that applies to you too, right? Regardless of your gender. I know I'm saying he there, but regardless of your gender, this energy of like you can do whatever you want. You have this limitless potential within you. That's beautiful. With the Six of Cups here as well, remember when I talked about just moments ago about value, about cultivating something of real value? These cups in the Six of Cups, they all have something overflowing with them, right? There's something inside of them. Now, most cups we see in tarot, when we see the depictions of them, we can't see what's inside of them. Like it's kind of unknown. But this is like, what you're working towards. You're working towards something really valuable to you and something that is definitely worth working towards here at this time, which is beautiful. And just as a last touch before we move on to your challenges, the Lovers card itself represents love and soulmates and such like that. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're working towards like a full-time permanent relationship, someone who you want to be with for the rest of your life. So I think that's really beautiful. For others, though, again, it could just be you're coming into a very powerful energy if you're not looking for love. So this is awesome. Wow, what a start, Gemini. This is beautiful. So let's take a look and see what some potential challenges may be facing you at this time. All right, I don't see much getting in your way. You air signs so far. I've done Aquarius's reading too this week already, or just just before this, and they also had a very undeniable energy too. So it's something in the air, I think. We got the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles here. Could be saying that you have a lot of options, a lot of ways to go. Maybe getting some of that analysis paralysis. You know, it's really might be something that you're trying to tackle here is very open-ended. You know, you could be getting into that kind of entrepreneurial energy where it's like, I could start up this type of a business, and then where will I advertise it? Or how will I advertise it? Or what will I do? Will I work on just getting things in a solid foundation, or will I kind of do a mix of this and that? And, you know, and there's all sorts of different ways other people have done it. Like, what do I think the path is best for me? And that could be a little overwhelming for you this week. With the Seven of Swords here as well, could just be saying you need to handle things delicately, and you might not be, especially with that Knight of Swords back here in your energy, because the Knight of Swords really talks about being impulsive and not doing things in a delicate manner. It's just go, go, go. So you might need to be on the lookout for that to kind of handle things a little more delicately. Could also be saying as well, maybe you're handling things a little too delicately as well, right? So for those of you, there's a balance to be struck there. And I'm sure for those of you, when you arrive at that, you'll see what it is, right? And it'll be something very apparent. With the Two of Pentacles here as well, it could feel like we're in a holding pattern, right? We could feel like we're not really moving anywhere. We're not making any progress towards our goals. You know, again, because maybe we have too many options, maybe because we're handling things in such a way that it's not being really delicate, and it's not, or we're handling things too delicate or not delicate enough, and it's kind of not getting us where we need to be, right? It's kind of just not moving us forward in a significant way. So let's see what we got for your clarifiers for your challenges, Gemini. I'm really liking this reading so far. You got that Five of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles again. Yeah, there. So again, for a lot of you, that holding pattern, whether it's you're just not handling things in a certain way, or you need to change that up a bit, or again, just too many options and you just can't start, right? You're just really having that kind of a trouble. With the Knight of Wands here as well, the Knight of Wands and the Five of Cups here as well, really telling us that you need to kind of be open to other options, right? With the Five of Cups, like we know we have a lot of options with the Seven of Cups, but with the Five of Cups, just because something doesn't work your way the first time doesn't mean that it's going to be damning you, right? It means that it's not ever going to work out at all, right? We have other choices. There are other ways, right? You can shave, you can shave a cat several times, but you can only skin it once. That's not true. That's not true in this case. You have a lot of options. There's a lot of different ways you can take this. And just because one doesn't work out doesn't mean they're all not going to work out. And with the Knight of Wands here as well, just be careful you're not being a little too selfish, trying not to be a little too like, this is all about me sort of thing. Or on the other hand, watch out for people like that. Watch out for someone who is, kind of an energy vampire, a time vampire. They just want to take what they want, so just be careful of that as well. And it's a good rule of thumb for both of those all the time, but especially this week, be mindful of that. So let's take a look at some outcome cards for you, Gemini. See what we got going on here. See where we're headed, all right? We have got the Knight of Cups, beautiful. The Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. I love it. That's awesome. Knight of Cups talks about moving towards your dreams, right? You can see this river that is here in front of him. And this really tells us that you want to cross the river because the dreams you have are on the other side, right? What we can see here with the Knight of Cups, you remember how I mentioned back here with the Six of Cups, how we can't see what's in his cup, right? We can't see what's in there. We know that his dreams, his hopes, his desires, the things he wants in his life are in there. And for you, I don't know what that looks like, right? I can't tell you. Only you can see what's inside the cup, right? Because you're the one holding it. So only you know what your dreams and such are and what you're looking for on the other side of this river. But we are moving forward towards that, like we were with the Death card, right? We were talking about moving towards the future. So I love that. That's fantastic. With the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles on top of this, Four of Pentacles is telling us don't do anything risky, don't do anything crazy, right? We were talking about that back here with the Knight of Swords, right? Don't rush into things. Don't be so super impulsive. With the Seven of Swords as well, be very delicate. Don't, handle things in like a reckless manner. And the Four of Pentacles is telling us that as well. Don't take any risks or crazy chances here at this time, all right? Just move here forward, not necessarily cautiously, like you're going slow as possible, but don't take any risks. Like if you see like, hey, you know, try this new crazy investment or something like that, or like something that happens to me on Instagram all the time is I'll get comments on my post saying, oh, you should advertise this on like, you know, some other channel, some other Instagram account or something, like DM them. But I'm sure what they want is a bunch of money for me to do that. And doesn't sound like a sound investment to me, right? And that's kind of what this is saying as well, is don't take risks like that, because it may not even pay off the way you hope it will, right? It might end up actually harming you in the end. So just be careful of that. And with the Nine of Pentacles here as well, there's a real independent energy you're walking into, right? A real kind of like, I can do this myself, I don't need to. And again, that relates kind of back to what I was just talking about with like the kind of, you know, advertising from other people, right? Don't do anything that you can't just do yourself, right? Don't go out and be like, oh, I'm going to pay like how many ever hundreds of dollars to advertise my new business on this account, right? And then nothing ever comes of it, you know, or you don't get the followers you want, or you don't get the customers or the subscribers or whatever the case may be. So I'm really liking that. Just being cautious, taking things slow. You got the power to make it go, right? You got all the energy back here, and then coming into this week to make this a reality. It's just a matter of, you know, taking your time with it. So let's see what we got here for you for some outcome cards. We got the Hierophant, we got the Page of Wands, we got the Queen of Cups. The Hierophant is Taurus's card, so you may have Taurus in your chart as well. But the Hierophant really telling us that there's lessons to be learned here, right? Like we're talking about how don't get focused on the negative, don't get focused on like one thing didn't work out, so it's all not going to work out. So lessons to be learned that way as well. As well as this is a time to really gather information and learn as much as possible, right? Don't take any, you know, chances and things like that, like we were talking about, but learn lessons from what's going on in your life, right? Trial and error and things like that. So I really like that. With the Page of Wands and the Queen of Cups here too, the Queen of Cups really telling us that it's a good time for your emotions. It's a good time for you to be, you know, kind of going out there and really sympathizing with others, really empathizing with others. I feel like your intuition is going to be very much on point here in the future as well. So I feel like, you know, that's kind of part of like learning lessons with the Hierophant there, is that you will kind of learn to be intuitive and trust your intuition more, and kind of get a sense of like who's legit and who's not, right? So I like that. And with the Page of Wands here as well, I feel like you have a lot of spark for energy here in the future, which is beautiful. That kind of continuation of strong power with the Page of Wands, kind of saying like, let's keep going, let's keep this running. And I feel like in the future, you're going to have some really good ideas that you can implement on your own, that you don't need others to do. So let's take a look at your Oracle card here, tie everything off, see what we got. Hope this is resonating with you, Gemini. Hope this is helping you out. And let's see what we got for you. All right. Oh, we got Journey popping in as well. And we got the Lizard Spirit saying, dream the world into being, right? So I really like that. That's saying like, you know, just, you know, focus on your dreams, focus on what you want to see in the world, right? We talked about that a bit with the Knight of Cups, as well as the Star, is your dreams, your wishes, things you want to see in this world, things you want to achieve. And the Lizard Spirit is also saying, dream the world into being, right? Just keep going at it. Keep working on your dreams, you know, try to bring them into this world, manifest them one day at a time, one step at a time, right? There's no big rush out there, you know, just do what you can do to achieve what you want to do, or achieve what you want to do. Yeah, put that on a t-shirt. Anyway, I hope that has helped you out. Hope that's resonated with you, Gemini. If you want to help out the channel, hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.